Everybody get ready for Arrietty. Now, sashay away.
In just 6.9 minutes, you'll get all the drama and highlights from this week's episode of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 17, The Villains Roast. In this video, we're going to discuss how one of the early favorites of the season was eliminated so relatively early in the competition. We'll also discuss Lexi Love and the repeated appearances of her inner saboteur. This episode was perhaps the most drama-filled of the season, with the least likely villain emerging. Stay tuned for all the drama and my picks for the top roast performances and top 2 runways of the week. Back in the workroom after Corey's elimination, Lydia was hysterical about losing her lover in the lip sync.
I am really sad that Corey's not going to be here.
Well, that was a real Emmy-winning performance there, Lydia. Way to convince us. They look convinced too.
Congratulations to Jules!
While everyone else was congratulating Jules, Lexi was being her same old moody self.
You know me and my inner saboteur, honey. I am my own biggest enemy, and
The next day in the workroom, Lydia reveals that Corey was a distraction for her, and that may have inhibited her in the competition.
New week, no Corey to distract me at this point.
Way to throw your boyfriend under the bus the first chance you get, Lydia.
We're bringing back the Badonkadunk
If you want to call it a mini challenge, Michelle got to dunk all the queens in the Badonkadunk tank.
Brown nose.
Back in the workroom, Michelle revealed this week's iconic maxi challenge.
We're throwing the first ever Villains Roast.
The queens were to prepare a roast for 3 returning villains, Mistress Isabelle Brooks, Plain Jane, and Candy Muse. Mistress and Candy thought it was a buffet.
God, I keep saying this, but I feel like this is gonna be my week.
Will this be Lexi's week, or will her inner saboteur rear its ugly head once again?
Jules Sparkles, you won last week's Maxi Challenge.
Here's where Jules' villain turn begins, according to a few of the queens.
So you get to assign the order of the roast.
It all started when Jules asked the other queens which place in the order they would like to be.
I would like last place, please. I would like to wrap this shit up.
So Jules gave her exactly what she wanted, and she was all butthurt about it.
You set me up with Susie? What the fuck is happening right now?
Does Lexi's inner saboteur affect her challenge performance? Spoiler alert, it does.
But I am comfortable going after Arrietty, Lana, Lydia.
Sam said she was comfortable going behind Arrietty, Lana, or Lydia. That's funny because 2 out of the 3 were funnier than her in the roast.
I think I would like the middle, so 4th.
So here's where Arrietty thinks that Jules turned into a villain this episode.
I'm feeling a little stabbed in the back.
When it comes right down to it, your placement in the roast really doesn't matter because you're not funny. You would have been the same amount of not funny no matter where you were in the lineup.
It's time to meet up with our comedy coaches, Michelle Visage and Whitney Cummings.
It's during this first ever group brainstorming session that more drama happens.
You want to stop yawning, or?
Sorry.
Whitney clocks Lydia for yawning, and then later on, Arrietty becomes a joke thief.
So I'm taking a few of her jokes.
This was all about revenge. Otherwise, she would have stolen jokes from someone like Susie or Anya, queens who are really funny.
I'm gonna look even worse so that she can take the light.
The reading challenge was last week, Michelle.
I got 0 silly, goofy, silly, no.
Lexi was funny during the brainstorming session. She should have taken that energy onto the main stage.
Candy Muse is such a cunt that she uses Summer's Eve as mouthwash.
Here are my top moments from the roast. To be honest, there were better jokes during the brainstorming session.
Recognize them as the cast of STD the Rusical.
Here's Anya letting Mistress Isabelle Brooks know that she's a has-been.
Thank you so much for being here. I'm sure you had nothing else going on.
Here's Lana not really caring how Plain Jane is doing tonight.
Yes, Lana, you better tell those jokes, Lana.
Here's Sam Starr with an accurate description of Candy Muse's appearance.
She don't get asked out on dates. She gets asked out on dares.
And here's a real zinger about Mistress's health.
Bless your heart. Disease.
If you've seen any of their recent posts, these fat jokes seem to really get to both queens.
One more fat joke and I'm a loser.
Why you laughing? Yikes.
Here's Lydia opening up her set with a roast of the guest judge, Whitney Cummings.
The truth is, I wasn't tired. You're just really fucking boring.
Lydia picking some more low-hanging fruit.
You're not racing anyone.
Yikes.
More low-hanging fruit picked by Lydia.
Jenny from The Blob, Candy Muse.
They must have filmed this roast immediately after Corey left.
To this day, her jizz is still in my stomach.
We always need a good RuPaul is old joke. Here's one from Susie Toot.
Beating a dead horse, which funny enough is Raven's job description.
Here's Susie coaxing out Lexi's inner saboteur.
A dumb, ugly slut with no friends.
Inner saboteur emerging in 3, 2, 1.
When Susie says you have no friends, I'm thinking, oh fuck, did I turn everybody away from me?
Here's Lexi with a joke about Candy that doesn't say that she's fat.
Candy Muse has such a rotted cunt mouth. Donald Trump tried to grab her by it.
Allegedly.
Sorry, I love to add letters in like you like to add carbs.
You just knew she had to get one in about Mistress's weight.
Or Miss Isabel is scared of
Spit it out, Arietti.
elevator weight limits.
Yikes.
So there you have it, the best and very worst moments from this year's roast. Did I miss one? Comment below.
Jules Sparkles.
Even though Jules was not in the top this week during the roast, she did have one of the top looks on the runway, in my opinion.
I feel very, very gorgeous.
Sam Starr was in the top this week with this look and her roast performance.
So this is a tribute to all of the sexy football players in the world.
Nice view, Sam. Nice view.
Butthole, congratulations. You are the winner of this week's challenge.
Lexi and her inner saboteur were road safe, leaving Arietti and Jules to battle it out for survival in the competition.
Arietti, you are using that bust-down wig to its fullest capability.
Arietti was eliminated. Do you agree with the outcome this week? Comment below. Thanks for watching.